He gave her one final warning. She ignored it. Now she's crying, but nothing can be fixed anymore. You ever look at someone and realize they never truly thought you'd leave? That no matter how many times you warned them, they just assumed you'd always stay? That was my marriage. Her name was Alyssa. We met in college. Classic story. I was the quiet, focused one. She was a firecracker. Bright, ambitious, wild in a way that made every room feel electric. I never thought someone like her would want someone like me. But she did. At least, I thought she did. Those early years felt like magic. Late-night talks that stretched until sunrise, spontaneous road trips, dancing barefoot in the living room at 2 a.m. We weren't rich, but we were building something that felt real. I worked my way up in logistics. She launched her own online business. It felt like we were growing together. Then things shifted. It started small. Texts at odd hours. Laughter she didn't explain, more nights out with friends. I didn't want to be that guy, the jealous husband, the one checking phones, questioning whereabouts. But something was off. Her eyes didn't linger like they used to. Our conversations thinned out. Intimacy faded, first to routine, then to nothing. I asked her once, gently, if something was wrong. She smiled and told me I was overthinking. When I asked if there was someone else, she laughed like it was absurd. Asterisk, don't be insecure, babe. I would never. Asterisk, and I believed her, or I tried to. But intuition is a persistent thing. It doesn't shut up. It just whispers louder the longer you ignore it. Then came the shift. I had a business trip to Chicago. Packed my bags, kissed her goodbye at 7 a.m. and headed out, but I never got on the flight. Something in me clenched on the way to the airport. Instead of checking in, I turned around and drove home, parked a few houses down, waited. Nothing happened for hours. Then, around noon, a silver BMW I'd never seen before pulled into our driveway. She opened the door. They hugged like old lovers. Then they kissed, right there, in front of the house we built together. The one we painted, argued over kitchen tiles, dreamed inside. They disappeared inside. I sat in my car for 3 hours, hands trembling. I didn't cry, didn't rage, just stared at the house until the sun dipped lower in the sky. Then I drove off. I didn't confront her. Not yet. I got quiet instead. Careful. I called a lawyer, gathered all the documents, opened a separate bank account, found a furnished apartment, forwarded my mail. Meanwhile, I played the part, kissed her goodnight, cooked dinner, asked about her day. But inside, I was a storm pretending to be still air. A month later, I told her. I didn't yell, didn't accuse. I just said, asterisk, remember that business trip last month? Asterisk, she nodded. I looked her in the eyes. Asterisk, I never left. Asterisk, she froze. Asterisk, I saw him. The BMW. I saw everything. Asterisk, her face collapsed. Gone was the smugness, the deflection, just the silence. And then the tears came. She said she didn't mean for it to go that far, that it was just a phase, that she felt lonely, that she never thought I'd find out. Exactly, I said. Asterisk, you never thought I'd find out. You never thought I'd leave. Asterisk. Then I handed her the divorce papers. She begged, sobbed until her voice broke. Promised therapy, change, starting over. But I meant what I'd said long before. Asterisk, if you ever cross that line, I won't fight. I'll just leave. Asterisk. And I did. I walked out that night with just a duffel bag and my dignity. She still calls sometimes, leaves voicemails, sends emails. I never respond. Because the most painful truth is this. She never believed I had the strength to walk away. She bet everything on the assumption that I'd stay no matter what. And she lost. She's crying now, broken and regretful. But nothing can be fixed anymore. And I've never felt more at peace.